Welcome back, nesters. Today's video is my haul from Goodwill, and I was able to pick up a decent amount of items, not as much as I usually do, but I found a few interesting things that I was happy to purchase, so I will show you what I ended up grabbing. Now, let's see, we'll go with this guy first. The first thing I grabbed was this really beautiful pottery piece, and I really liked the purple on it, and the detailing on the bottom I thought was pretty interesting as well. It almost has like a honeycomb effect in some spots. It is footed, so that's another interesting feature. It appears to be handmade, and I think they did a really great job on it. So it was marked $2, and everything I got today was 20% off, I think. I think that's the discount I got. And, you know, I didn't quite buy enough to get the 25% off that I usually get. But, yeah, I thought that was a great deal. And then, let's see, let's go with these guys here. And so I picked up a set of 3 of these Florida Gator beer mugs, I guess. They have this really heavy-duty metal emblem on the front here, and they're super solid mugs. Now, I paid up for them a little bit, I feel like, at $3 a piece. But, you know, I did get the 20% off of them as well. So, you know, I paid a little under $9 for the set of 3. I think I can get maybe, I think they go for about $10 a glass. So I'll probably try to sell them for around $30 for the set, plus, you know, whatever the shipping's gonna be. So hopefully I do okay with that. I'm trying to get a little bit, you know, into the sports memorabilia and test the waters with that. So we'll see how that does. So these guys I spied up on the top shelf, and I knew they looked older even though they have this botched paint job on them. I was like, those have to be, you know, older. Those look pretty mid-century. So I was right, they are mid-century starburst wall sconces, and they actually have the stickers on both of them on the back here. They say Syracuse wood, made in the USA in Syracuse, New York. Coos. I'm probably saying that wrong. But they were only $1 a piece, so I probably paid like 80 cents a piece for them. And I really like them. Now, to figure out how to get this paint off, it might be a challenge. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. It's kind of, you know, a travesty that they were ever, you know, painted like this. So I'm going to likely get the fake candles that you can put in them, the flameless, I guess they're called. And hopefully I can figure out how to get this paint off. If not, maybe I can throw some kind of a gender reveal party for somebody with these. I don't always show items that I pick up for my kids in the videos because most people don't seem that interested in them in the past when I've showed it, so I don't typically, but if you watched the Thrift With Me video, you probably saw a few items that we picked up as well. I probably won't haul those. I did grab these little sun dancers, I guess that's what they're called, and my 3-year-old really has been into Halloween for, you know, probably about the past 8 months or so. So I got these just to put in his window in his bedroom, and, you know, he likes these little dancing solar catcher things. So yeah, for only $1 or I guess 80 cents a piece, I thought that was a pretty great deal. So I saw this pewter dog up on the shelf, and I'm not exactly sure what type of dog it is. I assumed, you know, where it had good weight to it and whatnot, it was worth my 80 cents. I paid for it. And so I try to look them up a little bit. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what type of dog this is, but I think you could probably get around 10 bucks, maybe 15 for it. But my dog doesn't stand up. I have to go back and watch. I don't know if I found him on the shelf like laying like this. I bet I did. And anyways, so I try to stand him up. I'll take a clip here to show you guys, but he just continues to fall over. So I'm not sure what the trick is to get him to stand up, but he might just be, you know, someone's sleeping dog. I'll have to give him a little pillow. Yeah, so I don't really know what to do with him if he's not going to stand up, but yeah, I thought it was a cool little pewter dog anyways, and I'm only out 80 cents if I can't figure it out. So I did grab this little mouse craft kit to do with my son. He found out recently that I'm afraid of rats and mice, so he's been watching this show. It's kind of like a silent rat show. It's on YouTube. I'm not sure what the name is, but there's no, you know, they don't talk through it or anything. It's just kind of like sound effects, kind of like Charlie, you know, is it Champlin? what's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about. Kind of like his style. But yeah, so I got this and I thought he would have fun making this. He's really into, you know, hands-on kind of crafty type things. So for 80 cents, I'm willing to put up with a gross mouse factor, and, you know, since I know they're not real, I can probably go ahead and make that with him. I also grabbed this really cool wooden, I think it's an elk, I'm not sure, some type of a deer type of animal. And the bummer thing about this is the antler. This one is a little bit broken, I guess. Originally I thought it was just like, you know, 2 different sizes, but I do see where it broke off. There's just a small spot, but nonetheless, I think it is still pretty cool, and I actually think this would look really good in Christmas decor, so I may just go ahead and hang on to it. I did plan to resell it, but unfortunately, like I said, it's a little bit broken, so we'll see what ends up happening there, but it was only 80 cents, and I still think it's a really cool piece. So I did grab one vase, and it was this blue and pink spotted kind of splat ware here, and I just really like the colors of it. I think it's fun, and you know, a lot of people that are getting into vintage really like the blue and pinks, especially Pyrex and stuff, so you know, I think this is something that would be nice to pair well with that for people. And it was only 80 cents, so yeah, I went ahead and grabbed that. So this I grabbed is a vintage candelier, and I paid about $240, $260 for it. And I don't know, I just thought it was a fun little piece. You can see a little bit better detailing of what it looks like once it's lidded up here. And yeah, I just thought it was a nice piece and will definitely pair well with lots of vintage Christmas decor. So this next piece I grabbed is pretty out of my element. Luckily I had my husband with me, so I took it over to him when I found it, and he told me it was a boat speedometer. So I thought it was really cool looking, even if it didn't work. I thought someone would probably use it for decor that was really into, you know, boating and whatnot. And it does have holes in it around here, so it could easily be screwed into a wall or, you know, into some kind of wood or something to make some kind of a DIY project with it. So I only paid about $260 for it, and I did look these up, and they, you know, they can sell between 50 to like 185 bucks. So I was willing to go ahead and take the chance on it. So I contemplated whether I wanted to grab another Christmas grab bag. If you guys have been with me on my channel for a while, last Christmas I kept picking these up, and I do individual videos and just kind of like, you know, show you as I took them out of the bag, because though you can see some of them, you don't quite know what's in there exactly. So I kind of felt like maybe I should do the same thing with this, but yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just take it out individually and do a separate video on this. We'll see. Whatever. Let's try it for old time's sake, right? Let's see how people like that. But I will say the main reason I wanted this bag is I saw the Smurf ornament inside, and the bag was marked $2, so I got it for like $1.80 or something like that. So, you know, I think it's a pretty fair price, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do a separate video on this, and I can unbag it and show you what's inside of this. So this is the last item I grabbed here. It is this tiered tray. It's a nice glass, and I absolutely love that it has this watercolor effect to it. If you guys watch my video 2, 3, 4, 5 or so back, I got this bowl that was a, you know, similar style. It was blue and had like a gold trim around it. So I'm wondering if the same company might have made this. So I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm not sure who made it, but it was gorgeous. They only had it marked at $3, and so I paid like $260 for it, $240 maybe. I'm used to getting 25% off, so my 20% off math isn't the greatest right now. And so yeah, I was definitely gonna pick that up, and that's gorgeous. I can't wait to use this. I'm pretty sure I'm hanging on to it. I actually almost forgot, I grabbed this Mary planter too. This is by Hall. And I paid, it was $5, so don't make me do math. 20% off of $5 is $4.20. Yeah, let's go with that. And so I think I can sell her for around $35. And I gotta clean her up a little bit. She is, you know, she was a planter, so I do have some dirt to clean off of her, but it's a really nice, you know, solid piece, and I love the subject matter of her. It's really a nice, gorgeous one. I wish I would have picked up the other one I saw a couple weeks ago at the other Goodwill in my area. Some reason, I assume the same person donated it, but for some reason these stores get, you know, sets and they separate the sets. I don't know why. And of course the smaller store, it's always cheaper, so I think it was $8 at the other store, if I recall. So yeah, but I like her, and I'll probably put her up on Etsy once I clean her up a bit. Well, that's gonna do it for my haul today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know below which item was your favorite. And if you guys wanna see that, you know, unbagging of my Christmas ornaments there, definitely be sure you're subscribed. And I have another Thrift With Me haul coming up right around the corner, as well as a couple of St. Patrick's Day videos that I didn't do a Thrift With Me that day because they actually were having a scavenger hunt. So I have yet to do that haul, and I had already had this one like a couple of days prior, so I wanted to get this up, and I'm running a little bit behind, but we'll get those up for you so you can see my St. Patrick's Day hauls. And yeah, so make sure you're subscribed to see all that stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.